Hey there, good afternoon. It's Chad Rothrock here again with Total Value RV. Here to bring you a brand new 2018 model. This is a Coachmen Concord we're going to do a walk around on today, specifically the model 300DS. This particular paint scheme is a brand new paint scheme. As you can tell, it's beautiful, it's captivating, it really catches your eye. Going down the road should really impress the pants off of anybody, RVer or non-RVer. You notice that from the painted front cab here on your E450 chassis, you're going to have a Ford chassis. You're going to have 305 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque with this specific vehicle on a 14,000 pound chassis. One thing you will notice is the beautiful LED inserts that you have up top. So you'll have the LED strip running along the base of the roof line, as well as integrated into the front cap. Front cap, you see, it's been redesigned most recently to have better aerodynamics with the concave that you see in the roof line there. And of course you'll have LED lighting up top, which is all recessed into the cap. But I want to make our way around the front here, Jeff, and show these folks some of the goodies that you get when you step up to the Concord level here. Number one, you're going to have side view cameras, which are blinker activated. You will have, as you look here, you've got painted running boards as you make your way over to this, up into this price point here. That's one of the higher end features that you'll see rather than just a rubber step there and whatnot. But outside entertainment, part of the luxury package here. Of course, you'll have outside speakers as well. And you have an outside DVD Furion DVD player to match your television. 32-inch exterior TV here. This coach is solar capable, and this is a certified green vehicle by TRA certification. The advantages there is it has met some stringent requirements to be able to meet that certification. One of the big advantages with this particular product is the fact that they use Azdel composite sidewalls. This Azdel composite sidewall is a fiberglass in the exterior, and then you have a composite material on the inside, which is not only a lightweight form construction for us, but it's resistant to moisture, and so you will not have delamination and whatnot. And also doesn't have a Luan backer back there, so we don't use the formaldehyde with this particular model. Really a nice selling feature with our Concord. Of course, if you look around, you're going to have beautiful decals here. You can tell from a mile away what this coach is. I see him coming down the toll road for transport all the time, and I can always tell a Concord from a mile away. 10-foot 8-inch stature, which makes it more of a low-profile vehicle. And from a first-hand perspective, I've actually had the opportunity and pleasure of driving this vehicle, quite an extended drive, and I will tell you, this is by far the best riding Class C that I've personally driven. And I definitely have to aid a portion of that to the Ride Right by Firestone that this vehicle is equipped with. And you'll see here, you have the adjustability in your air suspension in the rear of this coach. Just making our way around the vehicle, I'm just going to kind of point out what I see here. I did note up front that you have the hookup for solar, and of course with this one here, you're going to have. I'm just going to show you underneath your storage area here. You will have your Quick Connect LP center here for an extension, so that you can then run your gas grill on the outside of the coach. Conveniently located just off of the awning here. And notice the length of that awning. That awning almost covers the entire length of the vehicle. And as you make your way a little bit further back, you see the streamlined look that it gives you with the low profile air conditioner and the painted accents up top. And of course then you're going to have your King jack antenna. Okay, that's going to be, you see that up top there? It's going to replace the need for the old crank up, and that's a digital air antenna that'll pick up more of your local channels than the old system that we had. 110 receptacles, which are easily located and accessible there. 7,500 pound hitch with the Ford chassis. So one of the advantages over the Chevy chassis with this model is going to be the fact that you run, rather than a 5,000 pound hitch, you have a 7,500 pound hitch. Notice your LED lights in the rear as well as up top. Integrated backup camera into the rear cap here. Notice this is a rear fiberglass cap with a frameless window. It's a very, very clean look, and once again, a streamlined appearance. You notice the radius that you see here in the sidewall, and one of the advantages we've actually paired with Amico ducts. So your Amico ducts are actually radius duct, which improves efficiency with the air circulation of this vehicle, and that's something that we've done with our product exclusively here. Looking here, you're going to have a really nice size 3/4 bay. Notice you do have, with this coach, you're going to have 30 amp service, and we have a 4,000 watt Cummins own-end generator that runs off the top 3/4 of your fuel tank. Okay, and that generator, nice thing is you have an auto transfer switch with that generator. So here you will see you actually have your Terminator retractor here, and basically you're going to have your quick dump system, and this is going to be a built-in macerator. So really simple. You have the ability to mix up your waste, and so it's a smoother flow. 55-gallon fuel tank with this specific chassis, and here you will have your marine grade seal here for your shore power plug. City water connection, easily accessible here. It's kind of to the rear of the coach and out of the way, as well as your park cable. And you also have an outside shower that's conveniently located a little bit higher than most of them, so you're not doing your outside shower like this. You can actually get a regular shower going. Again, your Firestone ride right down here. And you'll notice your storage down low. Quite a bit of additional storage there. Some additional storage here. Again, nice low profile vehicle here for anybody that's not really ready to step up to the larger vehicles. This really does have a lot of space. It's a very spacious vehicle, and it's a lot more comfortable for folks that are transitioning from their daily driver into a motorhome. So you will see your 4,000 watt Cummins own-in QG quiet gas generator here. One nice thing about the location of this is it's up under the cab versus the rear of the coach. You sleep back there if you're ever doing dry camping. Although that generator does run at a nice low decibel, less than 70 decibels, and you have an 1.5 inch thick vacuum bonded sidewall here with this model. The 1.5 inch thick sidewall is going to offer additional insulation and offers a sound barrier as well. Really quick, just want to open up the cab here to have a good look at this, and I'm going to go ahead, I'll show them an exclusive look at the odometer in just a minute. You'll have to turn the key there. Turn that key for these folks at home. We want to show them what we mean by total value RV. What is total value RV? Well, part of the total value is going to be factory fresh motorhomes, rather than something that's been broken in by a transport driver. We mention this in every one of our videos, at least mine I do, because it's a huge advantage for us as well as a consumer. You save money, you're not paying for transport fees, you're not paying for fuel surcharge fees and freight fees. Basically, you're getting a factory fresh motorhome and having the assurance of knowing you get to break that motor in yourself. A lot of folks at home may not know this, but Ford does have specific braking criteria. And so if you open your warranty manuals or your manuals before you get home, you'll get a chance to see that and view it in the break-in period. But again, 55.6 miles, that's not 556 or 5,056, that's 55.6 miles. So be the first to take this on its maiden voyage. This coach is equipped with a Bluetooth monitor up front, so you'll see this handy little microphone here, like a lot of your daily drivers today. Jeff, if you want, we'll go ahead and make our way back around the outside of this coach, and then we'll take them on the inside, give them an exclusive look at this coach with the slides in, and show them just how much space you have to maneuver. Guys, it's hot out here today, about 92 degrees in Elkhart. We've got some hot savings going on, so don't be shy, give us a holler. Once again, look at the exterior lighting up top. I'm going to open up the awning for the folks at home so they can see just how much space we have underneath the awning in the shade. So on a hot day like today, not only can you outstretch that big awning, but it actually has an adjustable feature on the end of each arm. So that adjustable feature is basically going to be, I'll show you from right here, the ability to drop the pitch up to 22 inches at either end of this coach here. You can do it on one side, you can do it on the other, you can do it on both, just as long as you break that wing nut free as you retract your awning. Now the cool thing is, a lot of times if, with an awning, if you're getting too much weight up top, it'll have a retract feature. With this, you can actually set the pitch to drop a little bit more in the rear and kind of manually adjust to your preference. So if it is a day that a little water's collecting up there, it's you got a soft rain, you're hanging out outside, you don't have to worry about it puddling up top. Okay, give them a quick look, Jeff, from a side angle here. I wanted to take a look one more time at that neat radius that you have. Okay, you have an 80-inch entry door here. So making our way into the coach, you actually have 80 inches. So for the taller folks at home, one of our advantages. Come on in though, Jeff. Show them this coach with the slides in. Now both of these chairs will swivel in the cockpit, and you have a handy little center console table that sets up there. Looking here, you've got tons of walk-through space. Alrighty, and looking at the countertops here, you have a beautiful solid surface countertop. You notice at the dining table here, you don't have a T-mold. It's basically a nice smooth finish all the way around. Beautiful king-size U-shaped dinette here. And notice this, look at the windows here. By George. By gum, as Jeff would say, our cameraman. By gum. Well, here you have it. Charging station, drop-down receptacles, pop-up receptacles. Whichever you prefer. You do have some cross ventilation capability with this vehicle, which is always fantastic. You can pop all those open there, quick and easy. I love these. You don't have the old style, which was really tough to get your hands on and grab. You actually have a handle here, and they operate quite smooth, quite smoothly. But here you go. Look at the top of this here, Jeffrey. Show these folks at home. You have a glass covered cooktop, which is flush mounted. During meal prep, you have the ability to go ahead and utilize maybe one side. Although you've got all the counter space in the world, you can really just pop these off. I got some goodies there for you too. Comes with the motorhome. We were getting close to Halloween here. We just put a bunch of videos out there showing the Hershey show, and my folks don't have to go all the way to Pennsylvania to save money. What we do is save you a ton of money coming back here to Elkhart, where they actually build them. Now, I get it, you can actually save some money going to Hershey on candy bars. It might make sense, but at Elkhart, we save money on motorhomes. So, I'm just go ahead and show a couple more things here, Jeffrey. Nice, look at it's all solid hardwood cabinet fronts and faces here. All the extra space, can you see that? Look how deep that goes there. It's all functional. Cabinets open opposing there for maximum storage space. I'm going to go ahead and open up the slide outs. And if I can pass by you there, I'll go ahead. As we make our way inside the vehicle here, I want to show you something really quick. This vehicle is equipped with a stabilizer system, so we do have jacks, and so you can easily just go ahead and operate that. If you get to a campground that should be way out of level, we definitely recommend using that system before operating slide outs. And so it's just another advantage. This specific vehicle has that. You do not have to aftermarket that and spend the $4 grand that $4 or $5 grand that you may spend for a jack system. Welcome back. Here we are inside the brand new 2018 and a half 300DS Concord. Okay, this Concord here is going to have a couple of neat little features. One, you'll notice that there's really not a big step. You almost have a flush floor going into your cockpit area, which is pretty unique for a Class C motorhome. Notice you have the Class B styling up front here, which helps with our automotive styling in the front cap. And it's going to give folks at home that may not need to sleep the extra 7th and 8th person in their motorhome the ability to have a better viewing center for their television here and entertainment. This coach is going to have a DVD player with Bluetooth integration built in on this Jensen system. You will have house stereo speakers, as well as a pretty neat Jensen system up front here. This is actually Sirius XM compatible, and you can and Bluetooth ready as well. Really neat little feature. You do have an emergency start feature up front there, and again, just look at the beauty in the perforated seats, the double rows of stitching there. Just a really neat look to these captain and co-captain chairs. Take a look up here. You're going to have a Furrion system up front, and then you will have pretty neat light up top here, which you can dim as well. Of course, looking here, these are going to be speakers integrated up into the front cap, as well as all solid hardwood. This is not a cheap wood that you'll see with a lot of our competition. This is a solid wood. So you will have some nice cubby space here as well as here to have, in case you ever want to do a satellite system, you have a place to put your receivers. But you do have a DVD player built into here. USB input as well as an auxiliary input. Looking over here, you will have seat belts in this coach to seat up to 7 people. And so 2, 4, and 3 in this U-shaped dinette here. This is actually going to make into a nice sized bed to accommodate 2 full-grown adults. And then you'll have a U-shaped dinette that'll actually sleep 2 full-size adults, not 2 itty-bitty toddlers. So big advantage for us there. As you look at this coach here, you will have beautiful solid surface countertops, and I want to show you this here. Once again, you will have that nice press top finish here, not a T-mold. Okay, so higher end finishes all the way around when you step up to this Concord price point. This is going to be a nice cover that comes with this coach, one of the pieces of equipment that you can factor into your vehicle, and it's going to be able to cover the entire front portion here. It's an additional sunscreen as well as a privacy should you have need to utilize this space here. You just open up all these drawers once again. That's the size of these drawers. Okay, all this down here. But you have space, you have heat ducts that are not coming up through your floor, they're actually coming through the cabinetry down low. And one of the good things to talk about is if you come on back here, you have a full privacy door at the bathroom. Split bath here, so you have the 50-50 split. You'll have your shower on this side with a nice glass enclosure, LED light on the inside. If you want to come on over, Jeff. Have an LED light over here on the inside, and then you'll have a nice skylight there for our taller gentlemen and ladies at home. Opening this up here, come on by, Jeff, and show them the inside. Styling in this Concord. Absolutely beautiful. Point one more thing out, Jeff. Look down at the floor there and then back up at the ceiling. Show the folks something. See that there? That's a duct. So that's a heat duct. And up top, you have a air conditioning duct. Now, we have an Evercool system with this coach, which I had mentioned outside, but gives us the ability to actually better cool this coach with the air conditioners that we have. A lot of that is due to our radius design in the ducts themselves, and those ducts are actually ran along the inside of the roof there, and gives us a nice tall ceiling. So as you can tell, you still have plenty of space for the folks at home that are over 6.5 feet tall. You have a nice fan for your bedroom here. Suck out any of that hot air on a warm day like today. You have your egress window here, which is a great size window, just in case you should ever have an emergency. Convenient charging station down low at the end of either end of the bed. You have a really nice radius Serta mattress, so a residential style mattress, and of course you've got a nice radius finish there to give you better walk around capability. Notice the size of this big frameless window here, and I don't know if you remember, but outside you notice that is a frameless window, so your seals are hidden behind that window. You're not going to be replacing the rubber moldings around the edge of your windows every couple of years as the sun does its job on them. Come on in here, Jeff, and show them all the space that you get. What we found actually in years of camping, we found that your plastic hangers don't go so far. Get yourself some wire hangers, maybe at least for your RV. If you're looking to take off for months at a time, you can double, if not triple, the amount of hanging space that you have there, just based on the type of hanger you use. Look here, you've got drawer space here all the way up. Space for an additional TV, should you ever want to put an additional TV in here. And of course you have some additional hanging space in the back. Just a really nice functional bedroom here. You can still change in here if you had to, but it doesn't eat up all of your living space. The real highlight in this coach is going to be the fact that you have, showing this over at camera in a minute, but look at the fact that you actually have all of this living space here. All right. A couple things we didn't really talk about. There's an easy winterization valve on the outside of this coach. And the neat thing is that's right there located by your city water or tank fill lever on the outside. Okay, and then one other thing I didn't talk about, you're going to have a 6-gallon gas electric hot water heater with this coach that does have direct spark ignition. So once again, take one last look at the inside of this coach. It's absolutely beautiful. The finishes are second to none for Class C. And it is the Concord. A lot of exclusives that you get with that Concord line there. It is a Coachmen product. There's under the Forest River ownership, and so this coach here is actually going to have the unique capability of being able to attend the Forest River Owners Group rally once a year. You can attend the Frog Rally, and for those of you that don't know at home, that's the ability to take this coach right here to Goshen, Indiana once a year and have some of your warranty items worked off 3, 4, 5 years down the road when you're out of your traditional manufacturer warranty. Something we can talk a little bit more about. Give us a call. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have. If there's anything else that we missed on this vehicle you'd like us to go back and show you, for instance, like some cabinets overhead, got to kind of show these. Here's one thing. Look at this quality in the hinge himself. The struts themselves here on this. Oops. But one of the things I point out that the styling in this, notice here, you kind of have a corner cabinetry here. And so when you stand up, rather sit down, you're not going to bump your head. However, out here where you're not going to be standing up and sitting down, it's kind of feathered out a bit so that you maximize your storage space. Great job with that innovation. But for instance, stuff like that. If there's other things you want to see, please give us a shout. 574-262-4460. You can reach us on the web at www.totalvaluerv.com. Again, I'm Chad Rothrock, the sales manager here, working our tail off to bring you some hot deals through the World Wide Web. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again.